Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey. So here's just a quick video to show you about a really awesome GitHub project that I just found out. Lately I've been working on an interesting automation project where I basically want to automatically control my PC. I'm trying to make something that can automatically look at the screen, click on some buttons, and then type some text, do some things. In order to do that, the first step of all is to get the desktop image as an actual texture. I need that so I can figure out where are the buttons so I can move the mouse and click on them. And for this I attempted various things. I did a ton of Googling. First I tried to just take a screenshot with my Unity transparent window, but using that method just gave me a black background, didn't actually give me the image behind it. Then I tried looking into various ways of using all kinds of Windows API calls, system drawing graphics, taking a screenshot with that, using the Win32 API and a bunch more. I did a ton of Googling and all of these methods weren't quite working. It is surprisingly difficult to just get a screenshot of your desktop and get it as some kind of texture. For some reason that's very tricky, until I found this magical GitHub project. So here it's called U Desktop Duplication. And this is a Unity asset to use real-time screen capture as a texture 2D using Desktop Duplication API. So yep, here it is, literally how it works. You can basically just have a texture directly inside Unity, and that texture is going to show you whatever your screen, whatever your desktop shows. So it's literally just a video feed of your desktop directly inside Unity. This developer, Hekomi, apparently does quite a lot of awesome stuff. There's a blog post talking about this and all kinds of interesting experiments. The developer is apparently Japanese, so the whole thing is in Japanese. And this tool was apparently made all the way back 8 years ago, back in 2016. And basically the developer used the Desktop Duplication API that supports Windows 8.1 or later. And apparently with that, you can get a screen image, a video feed directly inside Unity. So it's just amazing how this developer, all the way over on the other side of the world, created something back in 2016. Now here I am, 9 years later, using this for a very useful use case. Honestly, that is something that is always awesome. For example, for me, I routinely get comments on my videos from like 4 or 5 years ago where people are saying, I just found this, it is so useful, thank you. And now, yep, here I am right now benefiting from that same thing. So yep, there's this project and it's super easy to use, literally just on the releases page. And over here, yep, just a simple Unity package. I've imported it over here into this project. And yep, it even has a ton of samples to make it work. Again, this is all really, really impressive. It even supports multiple monitors, it supports all kinds of things. I just need the simplest thing of all, literally just a screen of my primary desktop. So literally just use this pre-prepared prefab. And yep, look at that, here it is. A perfect video feed of my entire desktop over here directly inside my Unity project. Then here, this even has a custom editor with all kinds of interesting little folders. There's various foldouts, various options, various toggles you can use. So this is a completely free Unity package that is better than a lot of paid assets. And it does exactly what it says. So yep, here we have a nice window directly inside of Unity. And this is really just a texture 2D. So yep, over there we can see, yep, here it is. So we've got just a simple flat texture directly over there inside. Here for that project that I was working on, I literally just dragged a reference of this type, so U Desktop Duplication.texture. So this one contains a desktop texture, and then inside that one I can just grab the material, grab the main texture, and over here I've got a simple texture file that contains the image of the actual desktop. And then with that, you've got a simple texture so you can do anything you want with any texture. For example, you can take this and apply some interesting shader effects on top of your desktop. That would be a cool idea. You could perhaps take this and send this image to some kind of AI to analyze what you're seeing. That is one of the methods that I was trying to do in my original project. It actually ended up not working quite well because it turns out AI is not very good at identifying pixel coordinates. But still, if you wanted to just, for example, send a video feed of your game being played to some kind of AI and ask the AI to give you feedback on what your game looks like, that could be an interesting use case. And of course, you can combine it with my Transparent Unity app tutorial. You can do with that so that basically you have a Transparent Unity app. Then it's saying literally desktop as you're seeing right here. So you have lots of interesting, fun experiments you can do with all of this. For me personally, like I said, I'm working on some kind of automation software. So I want to grab this image of the desktop, combined with the transparent window so that I actually get the actual desktop. So I want to get this image as a texture. Then I'm using an asset to do some image location. Basically with that, I can then identify, for example, the upload button. So I can make some automation to automatically click on it, automatically upload some kind of video, and basically automate some of the process of my making videos. So yep, that's my particular use case that I'm currently researching. And the toughest part for that was really just getting the video of the desktop directly inside Unity. And thanks to this really awesome GitHub, I was able to do it very easily. This dev actually has tons more of awesome repositories over here, 95. And on the blog post, we can see they're constantly doing all kinds of interesting research, like using dots and jobs and burrs to do all kinds of interesting voids. So yep, in this video, I just wanted to show you this really cool project. Maybe go ahead and grab this and build something really interesting, something awesome. And I want to say thank you to Hekomi for building such an awesome tool. Like I said, I love it when people come to my videos and they find them quite useful. So now here I am finding someone else's content extremely useful. Alright, so I hope you found this as interesting as I did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.